cutting out a shape. This is actually an organic shape. There are two basic kind of shapes. One is an organic shape, which is kind of like we find in nature, and one is a geometric shape, which is usually found in things that people construct, like buildings and things like that. But these are, this is a geometric shape, and this is an organic shape. Those are really the two basic kind of shapes that we have to work with. Just arranging a bunch of geometric shapes on a large geometric background, actually, one large rectangle inside of the white rectangle that is the paper. And I'm just going to arrange those in sort of like Matisse did with his. Look at this work of Matisse's. These are geometric shapes on here, and these are organic shapes. He used a lot more organic shapes than geometric. See the big geometric shape with an organic shape over the top of it. So you cut out a lot of shapes. If I take one organic piece and put it in with all these geometric pieces, it becomes a focal area, and everything will kind of focus on that. So I can arrange these geometric pieces around the outside of that and just put a mat over the top of that, and we've got a very nice little non-objective painting that's made up of all these abstract shapes that are all geometric except one organic shape, which then becomes the focal area. In order to start this next project with shape, we're going to stain paper first of all. If we just take pieces of tissue paper, put them on some flat surface of glass or Formica surface, and then just stain them with watercolor. Just use nice bright colors and stain them. You can here we're using red and orange together. Get them nice and full of color, and then put them on a piece of paper towel to dry. When these papers are dry, we can begin to cut out of those nice colored tissue papers beautiful organic shapes. We're going to make flowers here, so we're going to make an arrangement of flowers. We're going to mount those and we'll glue them down on a piece of white paper so that the colors show through beautifully. We might have to cut some more flowers to put on here. But you're making all these wonderful organic shapes now and putting them together to make this composition. We've mixed a little bit of white glue with water to thin it out just a little bit so it's not quite so thick. And we're going to glue these pieces of cut tissue paper down with this white glue. Now look, I put this paper down, or the glue down on the paper like this, put the piece of tissue paper over the top, then put a little bit of glue on like this to seal it down. Very bright colors show up, but see where one shape overlaps another shape, we make a third shape in between there. You'll see how dramatic that will be if we put that on a piece of black paper. This is a positive shape with the flowers. This is a negative shape in the background back there. If we put a mat around all of that, we have a pretty effective piece of artwork, all done with just shape. There's no line, anything, all done with just shape, overlapping shapes, but full of shapes. So shape is really another basic element that artists have to work with.